Hello, let's play a bunch of daily word games. So this is my weekly series. I know it's a little confusing, but the word games themselves are daily. But I do this series weekly, at least for the moment. If we can get viewership up, then I might be able to do it more often. All right, so we always start with a bonus game. So today's bonus game is Wordamid, which the creator literally just emailed me about. I was like, sure, let's give it a try in the video. Timing is good. So the way we play, here's the help. We start with the daily 3-letter word, and then we add a letter to make a new word, and then you keep adding letters to make new words, and you got to get through to 7 letters. And you can rearrange the letters as you go. So let's give this a try. Today's starting word is Lee. So we could go for like glee. I don't know if that's a... You know what? I think glee should work out okay, because then we can do eagle. Now, we could do eagles, I guess, but eagles. And then I think seagull works. Oh, let's use all previous letters plus 1. What's wrong with seagull? Oh, I need another E. Okay, so that didn't work. The question is, can we add a letter to eagles to get a new word? Almost there. Let's see. GL is my initial thought. Glaze. This uses GLAS. And then the E. We need another E. Glasses? No, what am I? I don't have 2 E's in that. Interesting. We always have to use 2 E's because the starting word had 2 E's. SL or like sage. Sagel. No. Seagull with an E at the end. No. Oh no. Might not be able to do this. Sledgel. Oh, that's not even right. SLE, we need GA. SLE, GA, another E. Is like slepage a word? Or slenage? What about like selnage? Okay. This isn't working. Gleans with an E. How about, I mean, cleanse would be fine. I wonder if we should think about ending in cleanse. So can I go back, or am I undo? So if I can get a C, I don't think clee is a word. Oh, clee is a word. Okay. So I'm working towards cleanse. Is clease a word? No. I don't know if I can do this. Eccles. All right, maybe not clee. Maybe we don't get the C yet. Shoot, what was the word I wanted? Cleanse. CLEA. Is Ali a word? It is. CLEAN. I could get an N. Aline. CLEANSE. Oh, maybe I should. Oh, if I go for clean, then I can go to cleans and then cleanse. So from Ali. Oh no, but I have to use 2 E's every time. So clean doesn't have 2 E's. Never mind. What did I do? Aline. Clean with an E? Darn. Darn. Is Alines? Can we pluralize it? Wait. Alines? No, it's not a word. Okay. It was worth a try. Saline. How do you spell saline? Like a saline solution? Probably like that. There we go. And now we can do cleanse. Okay, so thinking of the word you want to end on is good. Oh, I need another letter. Cleanses. Oh, I didn't realize we had to get that many. It said 7 was gold. I'm already at 8. I don't know. Can I keep can I keep going? I don't know how. I thought 7 was the goal. Whoops. That's what the help said, isn't it? 7 letters equals gold. But apparently gold isn't the max. I don't know if I can improve cleanses. I might stop there. Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna stop at cleanses. Because I don't think there's like an obvious way to add another letter to it. Okay, cool. Interesting game. Well, let's move on to Dordle. 2 Wordles at once. We can start with clean. How about that? Okay. We just have an A on the left. We have a yellow LE on the right. Let's ignore that for now. Let's just get that word with that A. A fourth is weird. It's not that weird, but it's not great, especially without EA. We could do OA, I guess. Not gloat. Groan doesn't work because there would be no N. Broad. There we go. Ooh, it starts with B. All right, we still have less info on the left. It's debatable because yellows are less powerful, but we have fewer letters on the left. So we get more letters of info by guessing the left word. That's the whole reason I do that. I want to get as many letters as I can per word, but I also like to play quasi-hard mode where I always go for the left or the right in a word that could be the answer for the left or the right. What are we doing with a B and an A here, though? It feels very limited. Can't do BR or BL, especially with that. So are we doing like a BI? I keep thinking of words with like an E, like biped. Obviously doesn't work. We could do BU. I don't know if that's helpful. Oh, there's like basal, but there's no L. B what? I mean, it's got to be B and then a vowel, right? The only vowels left are U, I, or another A. I'd rather not do another A if I can. You know what? Since I can't think of anything, let's go for this right word. It could easily be like an ER word, so we should be careful. Is it going to be LER or is it going to start with L? I'd really like to get an I or a U. Can't do liner. How about Tyler? Ooh, okay. So the left word does not have an I in it. B. What's left here? L-I-E something E-R. Liger, like a tiger lion hybrid. Liver, like the organ. Okay, so there's the V and the G. I think it might be a bit too much to ask for me to get a V or a G from the left word, but if I'm going for an answer, I could do bugle or something. But I mean, I could do a filler. It doesn't actually care, but I'd rather not. So liger or liver, and then what's this left word? I'm having a lot of trouble. I think, I don't know, with Dordle, they have a lot of strange words. So I don't know if I can say that I think liver is more likely. I don't think I need a G or a V for the left word. Would lifer be a word? Lifer is a word, like someone who's in jail for life. I don't know. I don't know what this left word is. BY. Oh, I haven't thought about BY. Is that even a thing I should be considering? I don't think so. I think it's going to be BU or BA. If lifer is an option, I could be down to one guess if I get unlucky. But I don't think I'm down to like a bunch of words on the left. I think there's one word. Okay, so why don't we take a gamble on liver? Okay, liver was correct. Didn't help me though. But at least I have 3 guesses for the left. I keep wanting to do like bumpy, but obviously that doesn't have the A in it. Like bugle. Bugle's not even spelled that way apparently. Is it EL? I don't know. Oh, it's LE. Even worse. Okay. Boosum. Maybe it is an N on their A. I don't see how. Oh, is it buxom? No, that's OM. Darn. Forgot to spell that. I may have to do a filler just to, because I don't know what letters are going here. I could do like, I was thinking about jumpy, just I get some good letters other than the J. But who knows, maybe there's a J in this word. I'd like to get an S. I don't know, maybe I have to do a filler just to get this done. Shump. Swamp, yeah. Maybe an A second would be good, and then also use a U. If that's possible. Sauna, that's no good. Saucy. I mean, I don't learn about the C, but at least I learn whether the A is second and whether there's a U. All right, let's do it. We end in Y, and there is no A second. So I think that means there can't be another A. But there's also not a U. What could possibly go after that B? Not A second, no U. Whoa. No wonder I couldn't think of the word. What am I not considering here? BH? Is there a BH something AY? Like, what is going on here? We can't even do like a vowel third. We need 3 consonants in a row. We could do another Y. Buy, oh, maybe buy something? Buy pay? It's like buy pay a word. Or buy gay, buy may, buy zay, buy way. Buy way. Oh my gosh, that is a hard word. My way or the byway? All right. Wow. No wonder I couldn't think of it. Yeah, I had to do a filler for that. I don't think I would have ever thought of byway. Not in a million years. Okay. Wow. Let's do Fibble. There's a lie in each guess. We start with lurid. So I want to do the L somewhere. And then bring in one of our grays. Could be one of the vowels. Something like, I don't mind guessing double letters because double letters can give away it's rare, but they can give away the lie. But maybe there's a better, does it accept A-list? I might guess A-list if it accepts it. It does. Okay. So we do have a contradiction here. So it means there's no I. So what do I mean by contradiction? Well, this says there's an L in the word, this says there isn't. So one of these has to be lying. They could both be lying, that's possible, but at least one of them is lying. That uses up one of our 2 lies. There's a lie in lurid and a lie in A-list. So it's using up one of our 2 lies. So we can't have the I be lying because it would have to be lying in both of them. And that would be 2 more lies. That's too many lies. So the I is correct in being not in the word. STA are all yellow. So if I want to include the L, like even in the same spot, I have to move this STA around or omit one of them, but or use one of them in the same spot. I don't know how I would do that. I could move the L, or I could just give up on the L. I could do like an STA word, and then the lie is that there's no L. Oh, but then I don't have a lie in I don't have a lie in A-list to use here. Because I can't use the L with that unless I bring in the R or the D or the U. So I think I need to use one of these in place. Well, I'd like to use ST and A if possible, which means using one of them in place. Maybe like a TA and then like an S here, or I could do like oh, I can't do trash. That's 2 lies. But something like this would be fine. Or I could end in T. I could start with A. Again, the R. Aster? No. Aston? Is that a word? No. What about like... Ooh, something like the ace trap would be great, but there's no lie in A list. SA ending in T. I mean, I can just omit one of them. I like to use as much positive information as possible in my follow-ups so I can find lies more easily. But maybe I can't do it. You'd think you'd be able to find something that's like, I don't know, a SAT maybe, or AS something T. I can't end in ST. That's 2 lies in A list. How about asset? I like, oh, what's the lie? Oh, starting with A ending in T. Darn. ASAET. It doesn't look like a word. SA something ET. OT. Ooh. AT. SWAT. Sweat. Let's do sweat. Finally found something. Okay. So we have a contradiction on the T's, meaning there is an S in the word and there is an A in the word. It doesn't mean that none of these are lying, but it means that we can't have both of these lying. They can't be gray, right? So, and there's an E yellow. So we know there's an A, we know there's an S. We could have both T's lying. That's possible. Just no T in the word. What if we started with S, moved the A somewhere? I mean, I like the A in the middle. And then we just don't use the T, but we do use the E. Okay, something like this might be fine at this point. Like shape. Okay, so is it something like scape? Ooh, we got a contradiction between the E's, meaning I placed the A and the S correctly. We're not going to do 2 A's in a row, so this A is correct. This A is definitely correct. This S is definitely correct. I think we were lying. I think we're lying about this E. I think we're like, is it possible to be another S something APE? Oh, I can't do that. With the E lying, okay, so we're SHA something E. That makes sense, like shave. Okay, we know this S is lying. Oh, so there's no E in the word. That's a lie. So the C is a lie. So we're SCA something something. But I still need, this E is the lie, so I need the T at the end. Oh, it has to be SCA something T. Scant. Wow. Oh, that was a fun one. I enjoyed that. It was really hard to think of a third word to guess, though. I think sweat was really good. All right, cool. Fun Fibble. Took me a little bit. Let's do Betweenle. So scant is our starting word for Betweenle, because that was the answer to the last one. All right, so it doesn't matter what you start with Betweenle, because you're always going to get a distance away from either all A's or all Z's, as long as you kind of know those percentages. You don't really, doesn't matter what you start with. But we're 9.4% away from all A's, so I think that's a good thing to use. I think that puts us in D territory, but it's been a while since I've done this, so I don't have as much good instinct about percentages. But why don't we do like a late D, like DR would be fine. Let's do drive. Oh, okay, so that was way too far. So I should start with like B then. Let's start with C. Let's do an early C, like camel. Oh, okay. B. I completely misunderstood 9.4% away from the beginning. I guess I have to do like a early B almost. How about bagel? I hope this goes up. Okay, good. My instinct was right. That would go up. Binge. I'm just trying to like middle it. Could still be BI, probably BL. Let's try blind. Very close. It could be still BLI. Probably BLI. Not N though. P R S bliss. There we go. Nice. All right, bliss in 7. I could have done a little better. I didn't know. I thought 9%. I thought almost 10% away from the beginning would be in the D's, but I was way off. It's in the like late B's or middling B's even. Okay, good to know. Let's do word 500. We'll start with bliss, which is unfortunate. We have 1 yellow. That is, so we have a double letter start and the 1 yellow, which is the worst result. Absolute worst result. I'm going to bring in the vowel. It's usually a good idea. So let's get the common letters. TR, or I can't use the I in the middle. How about train? 1 green. So if we assume there's an I, we have to assume I placed it and we have nothing else. So something like civic would be good here. All gray. Perfect. All red, I should say. So I wasn't our letter from bliss. So what do I want? I have a green and train. I think I'm going to use the A as the green and train. And then maybe we'll use the L. The B is almost certainly not in. There are 50% of all words with the B have it first. So it's really rare to have it not first. I could do like an ALL word. If there is one left. It doesn't have to be. Maybe an ALE word. That's probably better. What can I do here? Like, we don't have the C, L, R. We have an H, but no S. This might not be possible. Okay. I could use the S, actually. Why don't we just use one of these S's? And we'll do an SHA word. Shape. That works. 3 greens. I want to try another SHA word. We can't do like shame, shake. Can't do shack. Shady. Okay, 2 greens. So I think I got the S and the A and the E right here. And that gave me the SA here. The problem is, I'm kind of like out of ways to do this. Maybe not. SW? Ooh, how about, oh, I can't do suave. There's no V. That was a good thought. SM? Smake? Smage? Swake. Is it not this? I mean, I think the SA is right at this point. It's the question of whether the E was right or the P was right in shape. But I don't see how the P is right. It's got to be this. Not the M necessarily, but... What would it be? Can I repeat a letter? SEA something E? Be the only repeat. We know we don't repeat the S because of bliss. This isn't a word. I mean, P would be... I mean, it's possible that, like, I'm getting bamboozled here and we don't have the S or we don't have the A. Let's see, because I can't think of a word. What if it was SH? Like, our word starts with SH. What would that mean? That would be yellow. And we don't have an A. I would need a green, so we'd have to end in N. meaning that's not green. These are gray, and then oh, we'd have to end in PN. Okay, so it's not SH. What if it was HA? That would be interesting. So we'd have no S. We'd have a B or an L. We could have the P or the E. What would we have from train though? It would have to be T. I think it could be the N. Let's say it was the T. Oh wait, we have the A. Sorry. Wait, did I do train wrong last time? Hold on. If we did SH, then we don't have the A. Right. So I'm bringing in the A, and that helps with train. That's why that was different. And then we don't have the S. And so we need the L or the B and the P or the E in place. So, I mean, my thought is this initially. But what do we put before that? H? W? It can't be, oh, it would be whale, and that would be the correct answer. Wow, okay, so I did get bamboozled a bit on what letters were green. That's really interesting that the H ended up being correct. So I thought my S was doing fine, but it was actually the H that it was introduced. Cool, all right. I think that was a good solve. Let's do Polygonle. Okay, so today this repeats and this repeats. If we do ing, that seems to work okay, but what are we doing here? This is always really hard to think of. Evening, but double V. No. Like, I feel like E is the way to go here, but then at the same time, no. I don't know what else we could do. A? No. I might have to do a filler. We'll try a few other endings here. The E here with like an R, or I like to fill the D just because it lets me use R elsewhere for a bit. What would I want here? This could be like a V or an L or an R. This is a difficult repeat pattern. So I'm just gonna do my fillers. Let's start with machined. All right, it does end in ED, so I was on the right track. That's an A. This repeated letter, probably an N or a C. Is this a C? Or maybe it's N canceled. Oh, wow. And it's the, is that the British spelling canceled? I think that's the British spelling of canceled, and then the American spelling has the L. American versus British canceled. Yeah. Oh, the double L is actually British English, and the single L is American. Okay. What do I know? So I don't get that excuse. All right, interesting one today. Let's do the mini. Start and end are the same. Let's do, I don't know. Sinus. Nothing. Okay, let's do legal. All right, let's do rover. Oh, wow, it was rover. Okay, from nothing to everything. Nice. All right, next up is symbol. We always start with blaze. I like to start with blaze for symbol. All right, so we assume there's no Z in the word, meaning that this symbol here should be the in place. So it's probably it's the, there's no direct equivalent of yellow in symbol. It's kind of the opposite. So if these were the yellow, then that means that different letters in my guess go in those two slots. So I could, for example, do an EA here. So this is saying the A is supposed to go there, and then the E is supposed to go there. So I think that's reasonable. We could do like, I don't know. I've thought of treat, but I don't really want to repeat the T if I don't have to. Is sheen? I think sheen is double E. Yeah. Okay, what can we do here? Oops. Clean, no L. We don't have to use the EA. I just thought that would be a good idea. Why can't I think of a word? Cheer? I think that's also double E. Oh no. How about REA? Great. Great is a great guess here. Wow, okay. So this is the new symbol. I'm assuming that's the in place. So I think I got the REA correct. How about dread? Wow, I was right. Got it in 3. Okay, took a little thinking, but I got it in 3. My poor stats. I had so many Symble games in it, and I hadn't lost a single one. All right. Well, let's do Fusele. This is the blind Fusele, so we don't know what's coming up. But our first twist is we need to guess a word of any length, but its vowels removed. And I've figured out that sternal, for whatever word reason, works. Okay, so we start with S. Now this next twist, these two are incognito tiles, so we won't actually learn the colors for those two. I'm thinking about putting the N here just because I don't really care about learning where the N is yet. I want to learn about new letters. So let's do snowy. Okay, no O or W. I'm going to continue doing SN, but we're going to get a lie in this guess. We're going to have to remember there's a lie. SN seems fine. No O. Something like snack. Oh, okay. So it's lying. So I'm thinking maybe the C is lying. We have to repeat a letter here. Is there a way I can do like SNEE? Or what can I do to repeat a letter here? It may not be possible. Might not be possible to go for the answer and repeat a letter here is what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not seeing how to repeat a letter. So I could just do a filler. What would be a good filler that repeats a letter? I'm thinking I want an A. Well, we know there's no A. Because if there's an A, it's SNAC something. I don't think there is a something. So chick? No, that uses way too many letters for my lies. I don't want to use the problem is I scanned the keyboard, but it didn't update the keyboard with the liar because it doesn't know. So no ACK. I'm thinking like end in Y and just do a double letter before it. I'd like an I here if possible. And then common letters. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that. What about hippie? I think hippie's fine. Oh, the N was lying. It's since. Wow. Okay. I couldn't have guessed since here because it didn't repeat a letter. So I think that hippie was fine. Interesting. I was so convinced N was second. This was supposed to be yellow. Okay. Cool. Well, those are the games for the video and for the week. Let me know how you did on these. And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.